the channel, guys. I am going to be showing some of my Sega Genesis collection. If you guys don't know what Sega Genesis is, then wow. No, but seriously, this was like a cartridge console. Instead of CDs or buying digitally like most people do today, you could purchase cartridges. And I'm going to show you some of mine, okay? So we're going to start off in alphabetical order. Some of these I purchased on eBay, others I purchased at pawn shops. This was an eBay purchase. Alien Storm. Now, if you guys don't know anything about aliens, like I didn't at the time, this was my first introduction to space monsters, and it was actually a really good game. I enjoyed it. They have these little mini levels, I guess, where you go into first person and you have to shoot like these moving alien targets. They had a lot of cool stuff. You could ride things. There were levels where you had to escape through riding transportation. But you could pick several different characters, and this was like a couch co-op, so you could always play with a friend. But there's the Sega on the back. I miss Sega, man. That plasticky feel. And on the bottom is where you had to blow it and hope that it was gonna work, because it got dusty. But you could just use some isopropyl alcohol nowadays and like an old toothbrush and scrub it out. Okay, next one was my first addition to Tetris type games. This is Columns. Columns. Now, I'm not sure, the cover art on here is very immaculate, so I'm almost positive that this is a reprint, because it's coming up. I don't know if you can see it. Coming up like right here. Yeah, like I say, this was like a Tetris type game. You could line up the jewels and you would win. Like, they would break apart. So not much to say about this one. Bye-bye to Columns. Okay, the next one is very violent, but I think I was probably like 7 or 8 when I played it, because back then you could just do things. So this is Mortal Kombat. And it sounds like it's loose. What does that say? Oh, official Sega seal of quality. Wow. That's cool. There's the back. Yeah, this cartridge is definitely loose. I'm gonna have to see about tightening it. But yeah, there's MK. Have you guys seen the new Mortal Kombat trailer? It looks sick. Okay, next one needs no introduction. Sonic the Hedgehog. And Sonic the Hedgehog was a very prominent character in my household. But then again, so was Mario and Master Chief, so I'm sure everybody knows who Sonic is. He had some very successful games on the Sega Genesis. But my favorite probably would have to be Sonic and Knuckles. Alright, this next one. Sonic 3D Blast. obviously a first take on a three-dimensional type game for Sonic. It was what it was, man. I mean, for the time, I'm sure it was very groundbreaking. This says 1-900-200 Sega Game Secrets. So they had a hotline that you could call. That's pretty cool. This next one is probably one of my favorite games, not just of all time, but on the Sega Genesis, and that is Sonic Spinball, baby. Very good ping pong type game. Or not ping pong, pinball. That's why it's called Spinball. There's a Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman, in the background shaking his fist at Sonic. Because I'm sure he's foiled one of his plans again. But yeah, this was a very fun game. If I could hook my Sega Genesis up to my game capture, I would love to play some old style games. Let me know in the comments if you would like that as well. So this actually funny story I have 2 copies of. It's Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. I got this one first off of eBay because the picture looked like this one. But apparently the employee said that he hired some new people, and he told them that they have to ship exactly what's pictured because they gave me this one, and I was very pissed off because look at it, there's stickers all over it. So they ended up sending me this one as a replacement and told me I could just keep this one, so it worked out. Pretty cool deal. But yeah, you have M. Bison on the front, and that's what makes it really cool to me. I like that. This also has the Sega seal of quality. Sorry, the official Sega seal of quality. So these last 2, well, I have another one as well, but it's connected to something. Doesn't really need any introduction either, but this is part of the Mega Hit series, and it's a Mega Hit series game cartridge. Vector Man, Vector Man, Vector Man, Vector Man. You know what kind of man he is? He's a Vector Man. Yeah. This guy was, I guess, Sega's product of trying to push popular people for their brand, to have them stand out. And Vector Man, to me, was a success. The first and second game are both awesome. It's like a shooter, platformer, I guess. And it has the secrets hotline down there as well. That's cool. And so the next one is Vector Man 2. And I remember this one very, very, very prominently. That too makes a difference. I'm sure that YouTube has a lot of clips of this game, but I would just highly recommend going to check it out if you haven't seen gameplay. Truly a core memory when it comes to the Sega Genesis. Okay, well, I forgot this one as well. So this is the only game that I actually have a case for because it came with the case at the pawn shop I picked it up at. A lot of people didn't like this game, but I did. Batman Forever, man. You can't go wrong. You got Val Kilmer right there, Chris O'Donnell, Nicole Kidman, Tommy Lee Jones, and of course, Jim Carrey. I mean, come on. Although, oh yeah, I don't think Batgirl was in this one yet. I think she was in the next one. Anyway, it says, brace yourself for endless action with Batman Forever. Batman and Robin blast into Gotham City in a duo-player fighting game. Armed with over 125 incredible attacks, fierce combat moves, and an arsenal of gadgets, the dynamic duo are ready to battle diabolical minds of Two-Face and the Riddler. Without question, it's Batman Forever. Very cool. I liked it. It was a nice game to me. But this comes with the manual, of course, and the game cartridge. Now, there were multiple copies of this game at the pawn shop, but this looked like the better of the two. Only thing I noticed is that it's missing the top right here. That's where the loop would go to hang them up on the racks. Looks like somebody broke it off, but I'm sure I could just file it down. And so last but not least on the game is, it's very special. It's two games, technically, I guess. XMen for the Sega Genesis attached to a Game Genie. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Game Genie is, you essentially attach your game like I did. Then you attach the bottom into the Sega Genesis, and you can input cheat codes to use in the game. Yes, this was the first of its kind, I believe. And there's a switcher right here to whether or not you want to go to the Game Genie menu or just load up the game automatically. In XMen, I was going to try it out. But I think the TV that I was using at the time had AV cable input problems and it wasn't showing a picture. So I got aggravated and just stopped trying. Tried stopping. Stopped trying. But yeah. Very, very cool. At least I think so. It's a cool piece of history. But they label this as a video game enhancer, and it definitely enhances the game. And now it's on there. Can't wait to try it out again. I also have two Sega Genesis controllers right here with me. One of them is the standard Sega Genesis controller. Look at that curve. Me on my Game Genie. And this other one is actually, it's like a turbo controller. You can tweak the speed of the input to make it faster, essentially. That's what these switches up here do. There's different channels. And if you notice, this one has a whole nother column of buttons up here. Pretty cool. good shape. Thank God. But that is my Sega Genesis collection. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video, subscribe if you're new, and to all my regular watchers and viewers and supporters, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for sticking in there with me. Even when I have like a week off of not doing any videos, you still manage to come around and support your boy. So thank you, and I will see you on the next one. All right.